Wake up number 2. So I'm not sure if I showed anybody this yet, but I decided to bring a PS4 with me. Or is it? Drum roll, please. Booyah! My bow tie collection! These are all the bow ties that I have. I probably have like 40, maybe, yeah, 40 I think I would say. And it's still growing daily. Now I say it's growing daily because I'm still getting them in the mail from China each and every day, because when I order them, you don't know how long. I have bought them all on eBay for like anywhere from like 5 cents to $1. I think, yeah, the most expensive I've ever bought was like $1. They just keep coming and coming in the mail, and I can't even remember that I bought it, and then it comes, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got this one, I love this one. So it's kind of funny. So I bet you when I get home I'll have a bunch more. These are the 40 or so that I have currently right now. I just don't know which one to wear today. That's always the hardest part, finding out which one to wear. Take a look at them and see, take a snapshot if you want, and try to tell me which one you like the best, which one I should wear. Maybe not today, but another day, which one you want to see. Alright, so I am now at Panera Bread until 10 a.m. this morning when Ben & Jerry's opens. But as I was walking into Panera Bread, I found this. And so if you guys are not good with, or you don't want to see something sad early in the morning, don't watch the next. It looks like this bird just like died or flopped over or whatever. It's like still breathing, look at that. And I just want to say, for all of you guys who saw parts of yesterday's snaps and Instagram, all the social media was messed up yesterday, so I don't know what order you guys got everything in. Sorry about that, but I was in the middle of nowhere, so things were in and out, so I don't really know what happened. So hopefully things make sense, my trip makes sense. If not, let me know and I can try to explain. But this morning, I'm starting with Ben & Jerry's at 10 a.m. Yeah, breakfast of a champion, ice cream. Look, good news. I think he made it. He wasn't dead or dying. He was just upside down. Stepping out of my comfort zone and letting me spend money on things that, like, I might or might not enjoy, but like I need to be okay with taking that risk, finding out, testing. So essentially, I have tons of money saved up, plenty enough for this trip, but it's just hard for me to want to spend that money, and so I try to look at every purchase individually and not the aggregate total, and it kind of helps me push through those thoughts that come into my mind, and especially when I have fun, like, it really pays off. I will say, though, that most of the things that I've had the most fun doing so far are free. So if, like, you really don't have a lot of money and you want to do something like me, like, you can do as many of the things as I do, or, like, a lot of them, by doing them for free. Your biggest cost would just be, like, gas and food. But, like, if you have the car and, like, you can put your bed in the back of the car, then, like, you can sleep in any place for free. I mean, of course, make sure it's somewhere legal, but, yeah, honestly, like, you can do this on a really low budget. Besides food and gas, like, you can do it. Have just as much fun and, like, all these awesome experiences. I mean, my favorite thing so far is, like, all the scenic stuff, and that's definitely free. And then if you just enjoy being in different cities and just walking down the street and things like that and seeing what's going on and seeing people, then that's another thing. It's free. So I know I trailed on there, but essentially I've had a lot of money saved up all my life. It's hard for me to decide to spend it, but I've decided to spend it, and that's how I'm funding this trip. And for all of you who are 21, make sure that if you do this, you use your own car, because a rental car is like twice as much. It's like $1,000 for just 3 weeks. It's ridiculous. And so if that means buying a car just for this trip, like a $2,000-$3,000 car, then I would suggest doing that. But there you have it. That's how I'm funding this trip. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Reach out. Thanks. Alrighty, I am at Ben & Jerry's. This van, so sick. Tour is about to begin.
Like I said, downstairs we're going to watch a relatively short film. I'm going to step out though, because I've seen this many times. And the video portion of the tour, we don't want spies from Haagen-Dazs stealing their secrets, like this gentleman right here.
Can I get a lick? Alright, peace out, guys. Hopefully I can catch you all later. So, key takeaways, guys. Recap. I made it to Quebec. It's all good. I found a way to upload this stuff, so hopefully you guys are all getting the Instagram photos. And first things first, I never should have left my original path of going up through Maine. It was not worth going into Vermont. Vermont is crazy, guys. Like, you're in and out of cell service all the time. There's nothing to do, and it's miserable, and it makes the trip so much longer to Quebec. Unfortunately, I finally made it. It took me like half a tank of gas, a little bit more than that, to get all the way to Quebec. But Quebec is beautiful, and I'm trying to find somewhere to stay right now, hopefully an Airbnb, because staying in your car in Quebec is illegal. Unless you're actually at a Walmart, but the closest one's like 20 minutes away, and I don't know how to get there because I don't have GPS. I'm only doing this because I have Wi-Fi. So, if you guys don't have to, don't ever go to Vermont. There's nothing really to do. Nothing against all the people who live in Vermont. It's just not my place to be. I mean, there's distilleries to see, but you have to be at the right time of year. But, like, if you're not big into beer, then, like, Vermont, there's really nothing to do there. Don't go out of your way to go to Ben & Jerry's. It's not worth it. You barely get to see anything. But the place... So, pretty much, I just wish I'd still gone up to Maine and then up to Quebec. But, oh well. That's something learned. Mistake made, learned. I'm going to live now. And so, catch you all tomorrow. And so this probably means that you'll see all my snaps at the very end of the day. Still try to check throughout the day, but most likely you won't see them until the very end of the day. Same thing with Instagram. Oh, and one other quick note. If you're planning on using Airbnb, don't wait till the night of, because that's what I keep doing and it keeps failing on me. Plan ahead.
Any dietary concerns, please check it out. This does not contain gluten, this does not contain nuts, nor has it been contaminated by nuts, even though it was made by one of my for you. Now I'm going to grab these samples for you guys. I just ask that you please grab from the very front of the tray. We don't want arm, shirt sleeve, or water. A malt ice cream with sassafras, peanut butter swirl, and peanut butter fudge covered pretzels. It's that nice mix of salty and sweet, creamy and crunchy. Because if...
Unfortunately, though, I don't think that's my flavor. That rum flavor, I didn't really like it. But check out their quality assurance lab. Ooh. Check out all the spills. So, unfortunately, as you saw, you guys could not see the inside because they are keeping their trademark safe away from Haagen-Dazs. They don't want any Haagen-Dazs spies. The tour lady actually said there once was person who was there, and she accidentally called them out on it, and it turns out she actually was from Haagen-Dazs, and it was just a coincidence. But it's definitely a really cool tour. You guys should check it out if you're ever this way. Don't come out this way just for it, but like, if you're out this way, definitely check it out. It does go by really, really fast, and you have to wait and hold your questions all the way to the end, which kind of sucks. But otherwise, it's a great tour. It's well worth the $4 for sure. Fun fact. Ben & Jerry's started chocolate chip cookie dough. Nobody had ever put cookie dough into ice cream because it was like so hard it would clog the machines. But Ben & Jerry's was the first, so you have to thank Ben & Jerry's for that cookie dough in the ice cream for sure. And so this facility, along with one other facility here in Vermont, actually produces 80% of the ice cream. So that's pretty impressive. Coming from like a supply chain nerd perspective now, it's amazing how they do that. And then they have another place in Arizona. They have one in like Ontario. But regardless, like this one is really small compared to the others. It's like 1/4 the size of the other one in Vermont. Yet it, along with the other one, produces 80% of all U.S. ice cream consumption. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. And they do everything in batches. So like they pick one flavor and they make as much as they need. And then they switch to another flavor, and in between those, they have to do cleaning, and it takes like 8 hours for the cleaning. They literally do like clean everything by hand. It's ridiculous. And they're allowed to go anywhere from 8 hours to 72 hours doing one flavor consistently without cleaning. Otherwise, the FDA comes in after 72 hours and they have to actually clean. And they have like they have 60 to 70 flavors at one time. In all of their lifetime, they've had like 400 flavors, but like every year they like introduce 5 or 12 flavors, and so that means they have to get rid of 5 or 12 new flavors, 5 to 12 I should say, flavors, and so that's why there's always consistent 60 to 70. But what makes it even more fun and interesting is the fact that in the stores as well as in like the actual Ben & Jerry locations, there's different flavors, so you can't always find them in both locations. Honestly, if you're like a supply chain person or you're really interested in like the logistics of everything, Ben & Jerry's is a really interesting case study, I think, so you should definitely check that out. Otherwise, if you're just interested in ice cream, it's a really great thing too, because they have tons of cool flavors, delicious stuff, and my tour guide was actually really funny. She was like cracking all sorts of jokes, puns the whole time, which was pretty good. And it made me realize that like they're pretty libertarian, I think, here, because she was making some pretty like touching on some subjects that I don't think a lot of other companies would allow their employees to make jokes about. So it was good and bad. But long story short, now to an end, you should definitely check out this factory if you're around. It's pretty cool. And check out their van. This is the van that they drove across country giving out samples, and then on the way back to Vermont, it broke down and they got nationwide public press. It's probably that van that made them like popular across the entire states, because they were in the news because it had broken down, and it really got them out there. What's also really cool is if you come at the right time of year, they have all kinds of other stuff going on. In the winter, they have like snowshoeing, and then during like the summer, they have like tie-dye, spray paint, all kinds of fun stuff. Unfortunately, I came like right in the middle of both seasons, so there's nothing else going on except for this, which I'm about to show you. The Flavor Graveyard. So while Ben & Jerry's has like over 400 flavors, they only have 60 to 70 in current like session, so all the old ones have been buried away. And also, as a side note, like, I'm surprised at how hot it here it is in Vermont. Like, yesterday it was hot, today here it's hot, standing out here in the sun. I thought it'd be freezing. Because, I mean, like, I'm literally like an hour away from the Canadian border, which is where I'll be going next. But here's the graveyard. Oh, this is so cool, all the graveyard flavors. Fossil fuel. Wavy gravy. Turtle soup. I'm sure many of you like this one, or maybe the peanut butter and jelly, or sweet potato pie. I want this one to come back, creme brulee. Oh, rainforest crunch, that would be so good. This is nut, it's probably really good. Oh, pear, I would love to see what this tastes like. It's interesting. It only lasted, look at that, it only lasted like 1 year, not even. But there really is a lot to see and do here at the Ben & Jerry's facility. You just gotta come at the right time of year. The playground, the graveyard, the tour, the ice cream to try. Check this out, they even have dog treats. The funniest thing that I find is that the iconic flavor you see right there that's always on like all the packaging is actually a failed product. It was in the graveyard, it only lasts like 3 years or something like that, I think it was, but it's funny how it's still on like every single packaging all over the place. You'd think that they'd want to change it. Cookie dough, vanilla, and like another flavor, like their oldest ones, they've been around since the very beginning, and then they're still being sold today. But I have to thank the ladies who are here, because they told me other things to do around here, which I've been looking for stuff to do before I head up into Canada. And there's like a cheese factory to visit, and a couple. So one of the places I was told I should go is the Cabot Cheese Annex. The factory is farther down the way, out of my way, so I'm not going there, but here you can try all kinds of cheeses. And I was told I have to try the everything cheese. It tastes just like an everything bagel, but as cheese. I'm excited. Has anybody ever tried to do a selfie in one of these? So I'm about to. Smile! Yo, here's the line of cheese. Ooh, new buffalo wing. Definitely would like this one and that one. Smoky bacon, I'm sure all of you will love that. Cheddar, you can't go wrong with cheddar. I love cheddar. Turns out they're all cheddar. So, official review. Chipotle is pretty good. Everything bagel tastes exactly like everything. Tuscan is delicious. So is tomato basil. Garlic and herb is pretty good. Smoky bacon tastes exactly like bacon. But the best is definitely Tuscan, then everything, then tomato basil, and then I think Chipotle. They also sell this, which is really, really good. But this is even better. They're making good use of that free market research here with free samples and people's comments. Dang it, look what somebody did. Don't you hate that? People who throw their gum on the ground. Alright, so after cleaning off my shoe, I'm trying to wash my hands, and I just don't understand these faucets where you have to push and keep holding in order to wash your hands. Because then it stops and you can't like rub with both hands, you only have one hand because you have to hold with the other. I don't understand the logic at all. Check out what I parked next to. Ooh. So this is a distillery. Saw one yesterday, but this is a little bit better view. Literally, Google Maps brought me to a, like, not even real road to get to this place that I'm going. This brewery. I cannot believe this. Usually Google Maps can't find the small roads and towns and whatnot, but yet they brought me to this not even real road. This road is supposedly called Town Highway 8. No joke. Now this is kind of daunting. Need for Speed Most Wanted! Come on, Mark! Alrighty everyone, I am about to exit the United States and go into Canada. I am planning on being there like 5 to 7 days. I'm going to Quebec, Montreal, and Toronto, and then down into Michigan, and then I'll be back in the States when I hit Michigan. But with that being said, I don't have any data and I won't be able to upload anything, so my plan is to hopefully get to a McDonald's every night so I can upload snaps and upload Instagram. But I can't guarantee anything, so I really don't know whether you guys are going to be getting content for the next days. Hopefully I can get something through. If not... This is ridiculous. This is crazy. But I can see the sun. Alright, so like literally that lasted like all of like a quarter of a mile. And it was downpouring hard. But that's it. I just saw a Vente de Garage sign. If you guys don't know what that means, it means yard sale. I'm in Quebec and they have a yard sale sign. So far Quebec and like the parts of Canada that I'm in remind me of a mix of the Midwest, Central France, and like a modern and industrialized like society, but not overdeveloped. Not like New York City or a lot of like the cities in America. I swear, I don't know if you guys can see this, but my windshield just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. I think I'm hitting tons and tons of bugs. Arriving in Quebec! Yeah, buddy! Officially in Quebec City, everyone! Alright, so I wanted to show you guys these lights. Check out these lights. Let's hope they do it. They're red. First of all, they're horizontal, then they're red on both sides, and then when they're green, look, they're arrows. Haha. And then the yellow is a square. I don't understand why, but so, check out this beautiful view, guys. Oh, that is so nice. I love the colors. The car and I made it to Quebec. Check out this building. Oh, it's so cool. And then across the street, check this out. Look at the houses. Who I found. It's a little otter. He's gone. Look at it. Look at him. So I just met these girls who like saved my life and my money and everything. They told me that I cannot sleep in my car unless I'm at a Walmart. So they told me where the Walmart is. And they told me how to get there because I don't have instructions. They told me where the McDonald's is so I can download all this stuff hopefully. And so I just have to thank them so much. I give them one of my cards so that way they know. I woke up in the middle of the night to find this. Ooh, fuck. This is one thing I actually do like about Vermont. It's so cool.